Who was the worst bus driver you ever had? I was on Mr. Young's bus heading to school when the grinding started. Metal on metal, loud enough that everyone stopped talking. We were at a red light when my friend Evan leaned forward and tapped Mr. Young on the shoulder. Hey Mr. Young, do you hear that noise? Mr. Young waved him off without looking back. Buses make all kinds of noises, kid. This one passed inspection last month. You kids don't know what you're talking about. Evan looked at me and shrugged. A few stops later, when we picked up more kids, the grinding got even louder. A girl near the back stood up. Mr. Young, something is wrong with the bus. His knuckles went white on the steering wheel. Sit down. My bus is fine. I have a perfect safety record, and I'm not letting a bunch of middle schoolers ruin it. Anyone who keeps complaining gets written up. Everyone shut up fast because write-ups meant your parents got called and you could lose field trip privileges. We were 10 minutes from school when the smell hit me. Burning plastic and something chemical. I looked at Evan and he was already pulling out his phone. Other kids started whispering and pointing at the floor vents. There's smoke coming up by my feet, someone said from the back. We need to pull over. Mr. Young didn't even turn around. That's just condensation from the heating system mixing with the cold air outside. It happens every winter morning, but it wasn't even that cold outside and the smoke was getting thicker. The grinding turned into this horrible screeching sound that made everyone cover their ears. A car pulled up next to us at a stoplight and the driver was frantically waving and pointing at our bus. Mr. Young just stared straight ahead and ignored her completely. When the light turned green, he actually sped up like he was trying to get away from her. The woman honked her horn and tried to keep up, but he swerved around traffic to lose her. Stupid people don't know how to mind their own business, he muttered. That's when I saw the orange flames flickering under the back wheel and the side mirror. I jumped up and ran for the emergency exit. Mr. Young slammed the brakes and I nearly fell. Sit down now. You are not touching that emergency exit. I looked at him and then back at the flames that were getting bigger by the second. If that alarm goes off, I'll have to file a report. Just sit down and we'll be at school in 5 minutes. Evan jumped up. Mr. Young, the bus is literally on fire. You can see the flames from here. Mr. Young's face turned red. I would know if my own bus was on fire. Both of you sit down immediately or I'm calling your parents and the principal. The smoke was getting thicker and you could see it collecting near the ceiling. I grabbed the emergency exit handle. If you pull that handle, you're getting expelled. Do you hear me? Mr. Young yelled from the front of the bus. I pulled it anyway. Getting expelled is better than burning alive. The alarm started blaring and I kicked the door open. Evan was right behind me helping kids jump out onto the road. We were going maybe 15 miles per hour so it wasn't too bad, but some of the younger kids were scared. Mr. Young was screaming at us from the driver's seat, but he kept driving. Within maybe 30 seconds, all of us were standing on the side of the road watching the bus roll another few feet before Mr. Young finally stopped it and got out. As he got out, massive orange flames shot up past the windows from under the bus. The fireball caught his jacket and pants. He started screaming and rolling on the ground. He was still on the ground moaning when the fire department showed up 3 minutes later. The paramedics loaded him into an ambulance while firefighters sprayed down the bus. The whole thing was engulfed in flames now. The fire chief walked over to us. What happened? We all started talking at once, telling him how Mr. Young wouldn't listen to us. The chief looked at the burning bus and shook his head. If you kids had stayed on that bus another 2 minutes, the explosion would have killed everyone. The school district fired Mr. Young while he was in his hospital bed.